Well, it looks like the day has finally come. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and about a year ago, I released a video on my channel expressing my extreme excitement over the news that they were releasing a brand new School Rumble chapter that was supposedly centered around Skamato and Harima. And as a devout fan of the series, as you all very well know, I could not wait to see the new chapter with my very own eyes. For me, it was like Christmas, a dream come true. New School Rumble content for us the fans to enjoy. And so I counted down the days in anticipation for the release of the new chapter translated into English. And as the days, weeks, and months went by and no news came out about it, I started to get desperate and I frantically searched the internet to see if one of the manga sites that I know of uploaded the special chapter. I went on Kiss Manga, I went to the various manga sites that my friends used, and none of them uploaded the special chapter. And that really upsetted me, that let me down, that made me feel really disappointed and sad, and I just gave up on the search entirely. Fast forward to today where I'm lounging around in my room doing absolutely nothing. I'm being completely lazy when I should be working on a brand new anime review. I get a tweet from one of my followers called #ThankfulGPZ telling me that they're working on a one-shot chapter for School Rumble in order to celebrate some stupid app that I don't really care about. But what really caught my attention was that they're making another one-shot chapter for School Rumble. And that got me thinking, wait a minute, didn't they do this exact same thing a year ago? Whatever happened to that? I should go search for that again. Maybe somebody finally uploaded an English translation of the new chapter. And so I began my search again, and thank Jeebus, somebody actually uploaded the chapter translated into English. And so I want to give huge props to Mo JKHM Vunn? I don't know how to pronounce that last name. It sounds like kind of like Mun, so I thought Vunn. If it's not pronounced that way, I apologize. But I just want to say, man, you're a lifesaver. Thank you so much for uploading the English translation for the new chapter. And also, upon looking up the first chapter, I discovered there was actually a second special chapter that was uploaded in March of this year. And that made me go, really? I get 2 special chapters for School Rumble? Man, is it my birthday or something? Man, the gods must be looking out for me up there. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You have blessed me way too much. And thankfully, Mo also uploaded the second special chapter, although he wasn't able to translate it in the manga itself. He put the translations in his description, and then he put the pictures up, and you just got to pinpoint what they're saying. It was easy to kind of catch what they were trying to say, a bit jarring, but I got the gist of it. So I read both of the chapters, really excited to see if they were going to be good. I was excited to see the characters again, and after reading both of the special chapters, what do I think about it? I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I found them extremely underwhelming. Now, that's not to say that I hated the special chapters. I don't hate them. I just felt like it was wasted opportunity. They just missed the mark for me personally. There were so many things I wish they could have done with these special chapters instead of what they actually ended up doing. But there are some good things in it. Like, I personally feel like both chapters still embody the spirit of School Rumble. The way that the story plays out is how the stories in School Rumble play out. Almost verbatim. It gave me flashbacks to some episodes that I thoroughly enjoyed watching. It was nice to see the characters again. In fact, they're aged up. I don't know how old they are. Oh wait, no. Harima in the first chapter is said to be 20 years old. So this is like, I want to say maybe 4 to 5 years since the original story. So it's about 5 years later following the characters. And it was interesting to see them all grown up. You know, they're out in the real world. Some of them are working. Since Harima's 20, I'm assuming some of them might be in college now, so that's interesting. It was nice to see the characters again. But like I said, it's just both chapters were incredibly underwhelming, and for multiple reasons, and I'm going to get into them right now. So when it comes to the first special chapter that came out last November, they put an emphasis to say that the story was going to be centered on Sakamoto and Harima. Now, when people first heard this, they all speculated that it was possibly Yakumo Sakamoto that was going to be the focus of this special chapter. My very special Yakumo Sakamoto. Look how lovely she is. So many people thought that she was going to be the vocal point of this special chapter, and Harima, of course, would be in it as well, and maybe we're going to see these two form a stronger bond in the special chapter. But when I first heard the news that it was going to be centered on Sakamoto and Harima, I was thinking, oh, they mean Tenma Sakamoto, because Tenma and Harima are the main characters of the series. And I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but Harima is not his first name, that's his last name. His first name is Kenji. So when they said Sakamoto and Harima, they were referring to the characters' last names. So of course, there was that confusion. But still, people were thinking that Yakumo was going to be the vocal point of this chapter, and I was, you know, deep down in the back of my mind, I was hoping that it would be Yakumo that gets the focus. But the thing is, both Sakamoto's sisters and even Harima don't make that much of an appearance in the first chapter. The first chapter is actually centered on the supporting characters. Mikoto, Eri, and Akira. They're all three of them are sitting inside of a cafe waiting for Tenma to show up. Now, this does keep in line with Tenma's character. She is always the last one to show up. She's habitually late all the time. So that's in tune with the character's personality. But come on. The story's supposed to be centering on Sakamoto and Harima, yet they're not even the vocal point of the special chapter. So right off the bat, that upsetted me. And they put a really heavy focus on Eri in this chapter. Now, I don't hate Eri anymore, but she still is not one of my favorite characters in School Rumble. And they were really pushing heavily on the whole her being closer with Harima. And you all know how I feel about that, because there's only one character in School Rumble that I want Harima to get closer to, and I'm holding her right now. The whole first chapter is basically Mikoto and Akira poking fun at Eri for spending time with Harima and teasing her for hanging out with Harima, getting drunk with them, saying that they're dating now, and of course, Eri being the typical tsundere that she is, she acts all tsundere-like and says, no, we're not dating. And there are some nice sentimental moments, you know, just seeing the characters bond, and even the question that Eri asks in that chapter is quite poignant and is a really good question to ask. I mean, I've asked that question to myself multiple times as well, but at the end of the day, it just upsetted me because these weren't the characters I wanted them to focus on. I wanted them to focus on either Tenma or Yakumo Sakamoto and Harima. Maybe we get to see Harima go to America and he spends time with Tenma, or he like him and Yakumo make a trip to America to see Tenma. It's just them two on a plane ride, and you know, it's from Yakumo's perspective, and she still likes Harima and all of that stuff. Also, how come out of the blue, Eri is now like very buddy-buddy with Harima? If I remember correctly, in the manga, they weren't so buddy-buddy. They still had a very volatile relationship. The person that Harima was buddy-buddy with was, again, this lovely lady, Yakumo. They were very close. In fact, Harima considered Yakumo to be a true friend to him. Somebody that was always there to help him no matter what happened. And she even expressed her true feelings to Harima. So I thought maybe this could have been a chance for them to get closer, right? No. That didn't happen. I mean, it was nice to see Mikoto and Akira ripping on Eri like the good old days, and they even reminisce about the days of Yagami High School, which was nice, you know. And I guess the most upsetting thing is that Tenma and Yakumo show up in the last 2 pages of the chapter, and it's only 6 pages long. So for the first 4 pages, it's always about Eri and then Mikoto and Akira, and then Tenma and Yakumo, the characters I wanted to see, show up at the very end and don't really do much. Funny enough, it even ends with a shot of Harima waving at the gang of girls as they're about to meet. Why didn't we have that interaction? All 6 of the girls spending time with Harima, and they're walking around Japan, you know? It could have led to some really great interactions among the characters. So yeah, was really let down by the first chapter. Then there's the second special chapter, which is a little better in my opinion because we get to see more characters. Like Imadori shows up, and I actually speculated in my video that maybe Imadori would show up, and he sure does. And also Hanai is there. It's Hanai, Harima, and Imadori, and they're even talking about that one guy that always talks about going to America. Wow, I forgot his name. Toga! They were talking about him and why he didn't show up. They're like, where is he at? Oh, he's not here. He's not going to be here. He's in Brazil or something like that. And it was nice to see them kind of bonding with each other. They're talking about like a little get-together, like a little swing party. And that was interesting to see. And then right when they're having their little lunch hangout, the 3 girls from the first chapter, Eri, Mikoto, and Akira, show up sitting right behind them, and they all start talking about also the get-together. And, you know, Eri's like, I don't want to hang out with Harima. She's definitely talking about Harima. And also, we get a lot of light shined on Mikoto and her feelings towards Hanai. And that was such a touching moment. I like that. If there's one solace I took away from these 2 chapters, what they did with Mikoto is not only true to her character, but was quite romantic, you know? And to see her be so openly passionate towards Hanai was a thing of beauty. It touched my heart. And to think that Hanai heard that whole thing was nice too. And then later on in the chapter, Eri gets a message from Harima. They go drinking at the bar again. And then it ends with a shot where apparently now Mikoto is mad at Hanai because they went to that swingers party, and then Harima got a text from Eri calling him a pig and scum, and then Tenma is chastising them. That's the only appearance Tenma makes in that chapter, by the way. So the second chapter was a little bit better than the first, but still was very disappointing because 1, she wasn't in it at all. No mention or appearance of Yakumo, and Tenma only shows up at the very end and doesn't contribute anything. How in the hell do those 3 girls, Tenma's best friends, go to a cafe again without Tenma? Tenma should have been with them. I don't understand why she wouldn't be with them in that situation. Yeah, so those are my feelings about the 2 chapters. They're not bad. They're just a complete letdown for me personally. If you're a fan of the whole Eri x Harima, you'll love the shit out of both of these chapters because it validates your stance on who Harima ends up with. And that kind of upsets me. Now, to be fair, they don't say out loud that Harima and Eri are together, and it seems as though Harima still doesn't have feelings for Eri. He likes hanging out with her, but there's no like hints to romantic feelings. Although you could imply in the second chapter him messaging her saying let's go drink could be an indication that he wants to spend more time with her. But I'm just gonna hold back on that thought until later, because I still think Harima loves Tenma. He still hasn't gone over Tenma. And if he's going to move on, I got the perfect Skamato for you right here, buddy. Just go with her. Don't go with Eri. Why would you go with Eri? You have no chemistry with her. Well, okay, that's going far. He does have chemistry with her, but I just feel like they don't gel together. They don't gel together well like he does with Yakumo. She's the perfect girl for him. And I wish he would notice that. I wish he would admit that. And I wish that both the chapters had Yakumo in some capacity contributing to the story instead of having a meaningless appearance in the first one. They upgraded the appearance of the characters to make them look a bit older, and I do think right now Eri looks more gorgeous than she did in the series. I've always liked her with her hair down instead of the pigtail look that she had in the series. I think that's just beautiful. I like Mikoto's look, although she still looks very similar to how she looked in the series, although I feel like they prettied up her face a little bit more. Akira looks the same. Yakumo apparently cut her hair a little bit, and Tenma still looks the same as well. And then Sarah actually shows up in the first chapter. She's there in the background. She doesn't say anything, she doesn't do anything, but she's there. I saw her. I saw you saw her. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the two special chapters. They didn't live up to my expectation. I'm a bit let down by them, but it was good to see the characters again. There's some good things about those chapters, but it just didn't do it for me. As a big fan of this series and an even bigger fan of Harima x Yakumo, this crushed my soul to see them giving so much focus to Eri instead of the person that it should have been, Yakumo, who, by the way, was voted the third most popular character in School Rumble. I don't know who 2 and 1 is, but I have a sneaky suspicion it's not Eri. So, what gives, Jin? What gives? Is this your way to troll us, man? If you would like to read the chapters yourselves, I'll put a link to Mo's page on Facebook and you can read it there. Again, thank you, Mo, for uploading this. I truly appreciate it. Go show him some love. And do stay tuned. I am working on an anime review. I'm actually doing a live chat tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Media Madness. I'll probably put a link up here and a link in the description so you guys can join. I think I rambled enough. I'm just, oh man, I was so looking forward to it, and I'm just, it could have been so much more. And you should have made Tenma and Harima the focus, man. What gives? Okay, I think I'm done. I need to stop, because then I'm just going to keep getting angrier. But thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see more videos of this channel, be part of the Black Critic crew, please hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm talking about this second, the uber fan of School Rumble and a lover of my waifu Yakumo as the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.